I'm creating this video for the record, just to remember some of my decisions about using AI and LLMs to make the code. Here, I'm asking Gemini to create a page that is gonna look like Gemini. So, as we can see, here we have this left bar, the middle bar, we have some buttons left and right, and we have on the bottom of the screen we have this input. When we press this button here, which is called the hamburger, as you can see, it closes it, it shrinks it, and it opens it. So this is what I'm asking to begin the conversation. How can I create an HTML page to look like Gemini, having the bar on the left, etc., etc. Okay, it's coming with 3 files correctly: the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript, which this is the correct structure, meaning this is what we would expect. So here, since I don't know of a better way, I followed this manual process to copy and paste the code, meaning this is the HTML, it goes here, this is the CSS, goes here, and this is the JavaScript, which goes here. Now, if I start it, it looks like a very good beginning, okay? Because we have the left bar with some menu options here. We have the bottom text box. We have the send button. We're missing the hamburger. So now I'm asking the model, this is a good starting point, now add a hamburger button on the top left side of the bar that will collapse and display the bar when pressed. Now, this pretty trivial thing is causing a lot of problem. What I'm doing now, I'm starting from the beginning. So I'm gonna copy the new code that was created here. This probably can be improved, this process, but we're not there yet. So here, this is the CSS, and this is the JavaScript. Now, if I open it again, as we can see, I have now the hamburger here. Okay, he missed this box here. He took it from the bottom and he moved it here. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that when I click this, as we can see, it shrinks and it disappears. Okay, now there is no way for me to open the left bar. So this is what I tried to fix after this. I'm telling you, note that the code you gave me is removing the hamburger altogether and also misplacing the message box that must go to the bottom of the page. And now I'm starting again to struggle with the prompts. Alright, so this is the new HTML we created. The problem is here in the CSS, and it also created the JavaScript. Now the bar is again in the bottom correctly, it understood this, but the bar keeps on disappearing. So what I did, I asked it several times. I re-asked it. I said, you cannot do it, you do this. It failed completely. Meanwhile, this process took a few minutes. Ultimately, I asked it to describe the process in English so I can pass this exactly the same process in another model. And I passed it in CoPilot. So this is a description of the page that it gave me. And this, I passed it to CoPilot. You are tasked with generating HTML, CSS, JavaScript that emulates the conversational AI, blah, blah, blah. All this as it comes from the model. Now, this again gives me the 3 files as expected, albeit they are completely wrong. As we can see here, there is no styling, there is nothing, just, buttons being thrown here. This is completely junk. I tried to fix this as well. Forget it. It doesn't worth my time. One other reason that it doesn't worth my time is the fact that the code that it is produced, it is very spaghetti-like. It doesn't have design. It makes interaction with this code difficult. Meaning, in my case, I need an application, I need a front end that's going to combine the HTML and JavaScript to be able to retrieve from a RESTful API using jQuery or whatever Ajax mechanism, that I need these messages here, this JavaScript, to follow different conventions, different standards, meaning this is very tactical and demo friendly, maybe in some cases, but this is not something that's gonna allow this shell, this application, this front end to evolve for a long time. Eventually a rewrite is gonna be required. That's why I don't suggest using these tools for this kind of development. Meaning, it is perfectly fine if you ask it to give you, things like, nice color combinations or things like this, meaning to write a small function that, probably you don't remember how to do it. That's perfectly fine. Meaning, I can say, using jQuery, write a function to query an API v1 get patience to retrieve get JSON. For this is okay, meaning usually it gets it right. I don't know what's going now, and it is so slow, to be honest. Yeah. All right, so it gave us a starting point for a function that we can use. It gave us a ready function that probably is incomplete, but at least this is I find this useful. So for now, I'm not planning anytime soon to use LLMs to create for me the starting point for HTML distributed application.